Well, hello there. This is Amma. I'm a Met to some of you. Today, I'm going to talk about the big one. I'm going to talk marriage and relationships. So every time I do these videos, people ask me for credentials. It's not that the credentials are necessary, but for the sake of those who ask, I've been doing this nearly 2 decades with the same man. I've walked this tightrope and we've managed to get here. I have learned quite a lot of things on the way. And it is the learning from my circumstance and also the fact that I have been marriage counseling for quite a while, from people's experiences that have been shared with me, and also from watching and interacting with people who are older than me, younger than me. I am a very observant person, so this is my credentials for making these videos. Today's title is one I am borrowing off a video a brother of mine did recently. You can check out his channel. It's the Manson channel on Facebook and on YouTube in particular. And the title of his video was Love is Not Enough. The title is succinct. Love is not enough. I mean, what do people call love anyway? I think many people have misunderstood the concept of love because of Disney and the cartoons that have been made. A lot of the Disney films and the cartoons, especially in the cartoons, when somebody meets somebody, your eyes pop out and your eyeballs change shape and become the shape of the heart. Bong, bong, bong. And then your heart races, boom, 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 boom. And when your heart beats, we can see an imprint of the heart, boom, 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 boom. In practice, what that is infatuation most of the time. It is often infatuation. But assuming it was even love, the way most people take hypothetically. And you find somebody who makes your heart beat the wrong way, somebody who makes you want to stop breathing, somebody who makes you want to cross the ocean, swim the channel, to do whatever for them. And you want to marry them and build your life together. That's not what sustains a relationship. I'm really sad to say. I know a lot of people say that that's what you need. No, that's not what you need. There are many other ingredients that you need in order to make a relationship last that have nothing to do with the boom, 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 boom feeling. One of the things that you need in the place of where people think the boom boom should be is commitment. That you decide that something must be done and you commit to getting it done regardless of how you are feeling. You are committed to stand with this person even if the boom 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 changes pattern. You are committed to build a home and to be loyal and expect loyalty right back at you, even when this person is physically changing from the very thing that you were attracted to in the first place. Sometimes these changes are self-induced. Some of these changes are brought on by aging and disease, whatever reason. But you commit to a person and you say that I will stand with you for better, for worse. And you mean to do it for better, for worse. Oh, that takes more than the boom, 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 boom feeling. It is a commitment. It is a decision that you make. Yeah. Sometimes you have to look at a person and the frailties that they are displaying, and you look at the person, you shake your head, and you say that I said that you would be the one I stand with. Well, my word is everything I have. And so my word is exactly what I act on. Boom, 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 absent at that time. Yes, there are times in a relationship where you have to decide. This is how it's going to be regardless of prevailing circumstances. Marriage requires those decisions quite frequently. Marriage sometimes requires that you learn to forgive. Yes, a person screws up badly. Now, this is the one side that I did not understand as a young girl at all: forgiveness. When a person has clearly done something that you should punish them for, but you elect not to do it. Has nothing to do with the boom boom. In fact, usually the things that make you want to exact revenge or to give punishment are things that kill the boom boom feeling. And no, at the time where the requirement is forgiveness, the boom boom is clearly absent. But even at that time, it has taken me a long time to come to this way of thinking. I asked a woman a long time ago why she did not leave her infidel husband. She looked at me and she says in my language, "Akwadana wodie, you are but a child. You confuse the crab's eyes for sticks." That's all she said to me in response. At that time, I didn't even have a boyfriend. But I knew, like most people in the community knew, that her husband had strayed. And I expected her to have walked out of the relationship because, the Bible gives permission for her to walk. I've recently also seen it in a film. I'm like, this is exactly what this woman said to me. And she says, there comes a time in a relationship with a person that you decide to look at the many times that this person has actually stood firm, the many times that this person has done the right thing, the many times that this person has stood where he should. There comes times where you have to look at the many times and turn a blind eye on the one time that he genuinely made a mistake. It's taken me a long time to finally get here. I think I am officially old. There are women who have actually ended the physical side of their marriages and have continued with the rest of the marriage. And for a long time, I felt that they were hypocrites. I thought that it was a facade. How can you end the physical side? Because the person is an infidel, they will bring you diseases. So no, they don't go there. Many of them don't even go anywhere near the men in that way, but they still keep the same house, they still cook and let the person eat. They still run the businesses they do together. And those people used to get on my nerves. I felt that these women are the reasons why a lot of men don't take responsibility for their actions, and I still stand exactly by those words. Yeah. If every woman whose husband strayed would divorce him, many men would have seen divorce coming who don't want it and would have learned the discipline they need to be able to stand firm. That I don't waver on. However, there are times when, on a personal note, well, it's not you who is going to solve all the problems of posterity. You look at your own personal relationship and circumstances. You leave children to be raised by their mothers, and it's not your relationship that needs to be the model to teach every young man self-respect. That's what these women have been trying to tell me for a long time. Yes, it would be great if they could be icons and they could be used as scapegoats to teach young men lessons, but the thing that is going to be used to teach this lesson is people's real lived lives. And yet, sometimes you see an idiot who is your idiot, and you look at the idiot who is your idiot, you shake your head and you realize, this is my idiot, this is the idiot I chose. This is an idiot who has stood in the thick with me and for me. And yes, the arm of flesh has failed the idiot once, twice. Or this is even the idiot's cross. And who am I sometimes to stand in judgment? These are the times where marriage goes beyond love, honey. It goes beyond love. There are times when you have to protect a person from themselves, and you make very difficult decisions in the interim so that you will protect this person in the long term. This thing tends to come from the financial domain, especially for men who don't, and women, but I'm speaking from the men angle because I'm a girl. If you are with a man who does not know how to manage money, if you are with a man who will squander assets and inheritance, this is a person who should never be allowed to come in contact with your money. This is a person who needs to be distanced from the resources he's likely to squander. This is a person you almost need to ostracize so that you can protect the whole unit. Well, that has nothing to do with love. When the boom, 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 boom feeling gets in the way, you will not be able to make operational decisions that might preserve the whole unit and all the members of the family unit. Marriage takes more than love most of the time. Standing to raise difficult children does not take love. Mm-mm. Standing to raise difficult children takes commitment. It takes dedication. It takes knowing a responsibility and just getting it done regardless. It takes adulting to be married. It has nothing to do with love. Boom, 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 boom. There are many people who actually also mean only one aspect of love anyway when they talk about marriage. Most people only mean the physical side, the physical expression of intimacy with somebody else as love in a marriage. If the boom, 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 boom was ridiculous, then a focus on the physical is beyond ridiculous. No. The way you do the physicals in the early stages is going to be completely different from the way the physicals are done 10 years into the marriage. There are many reasons for it. Familiarity being one of them. Familiarity may aid your physicals or they may hinder your physicals depending on who you are. Familiarity will make things easier because you know exactly where to hit and exactly what to do. And so there is very little exertion of effort and energy. You achieve outcomes straight up. Well, that could be an improvement. Or familiarity can make it so familiar that it's boring depending on the personalities. Let's shelve that particular one. Physicals. As you age, even if familiarity and the rest of them are not problems, especially for the gentlemen, you will find your ability to pump your blood changes over time. And so, yeah, so some of the dimensions will change as we go along. Nope, you will not be pumping and punching like you used to pump and punch before. And in the marriage, if this has been made a focal point, if your decision to be nice to your spouse rests on their ability to pump and punch, then your marriage is in trouble. Because it's inevitable that everybody's pump and punch will change. It's also a recognition that, yes, okay, I don't pump and punch, but I'm supposed to grind. Huh? Well, even my ability to grind and huff and puff is also going to change over time. So when the pump and grind is gone, somebody can't pump, somebody can't punch. Well, the grinding is also not satisfactory. Sometimes to one person, sometimes to both people. It takes more than this to sustain a marriage. You have to be friends. You have to be friends. That's great. Being friends with your spouse is wonderful. It allows you to have a camaraderie whilst you're doing this very difficult journey. It allows you to giggle over certain things that other people may not find the ability to giggle over. It's wonderful. But even friendship is not enough for marriage. There are times where your friend will stand in positions that require resolute decision making to stay. There are times where it would take simple decision making. I've just made the decision because, I'm just going to forgive because. I am just going to invest because. Yes. You cannot keep tabs in a marriage. You cannot. And refusing to keep tabs does not take love. It's just a decision. I don't mind if you take my money. I don't mind if you cheat me out of inheritance. I don't care if you take more out of the family unit for your own shoes and for whatever. It's a decision I make to confer onto somebody that it will not be made a big deal of. If that decision making is not done, if a person decides to pursue a line of inquiry, well, the marriage is in trouble. No, it's not the boom, 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 boom feeling which is going to sustain the marriage. It is the decision making on a daily basis that will ruin it or strengthen your marriage. Marriage takes more than love. Marriage takes passionate decisions. Marriage takes resolute decisions. You've got to be resolute. Marriage takes a refusal to shake on a choice that you have made. It's a decision to honor a commitment that you have made, regardless of the prevailing circumstances. There are many more things that make or break a marriage. Love, my dear people, is not actually one of the important ones, especially the flavor of love most people mean. Boom, 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 boom. No, it takes more than that. If you intend to be in a relationship with somebody for a few weeks, then the boom, 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 boom will keep going. But the boom, 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 boom doesn't last for that long in most relationships. And when the boom, boom has calmed down, what happens next? Well, that's why a lot of people walk away. When a person is not able to commit to you for shady reasons, that's when they will get up and they will walk. When a person is unable to forgive you for your frailties, that's when the relationship is in trouble. Those who have managed to sustain marriage for a long time would tell you that they would have overlooked many things. They would have changed priorities over many things. They would have taken into consideration many things. They would have decided to just honor a commitment regardless. That's why a lot of those relationships stand. It takes more than love. But that's my take on it anyway. Let me know what you think. You think boom, 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 boom is enough? Or is that not what you mean by love? Define this love for me. Let me understand what you mean. Maybe if you can explain it to me, I might understand. I hope you are invested to explain. I'll see you soon in the next episode.